Hello, 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 hello. I hope you're all well. Welcome in. Um, yeah, this today is gonna be a puzzle game day. I um I lost my train of thought immediately. Great. I'm definitely not getting better at this, but we just keep on trying. Hello, Katie. How are you? How did your thing go? I hope you're not too exhausted. Um, and again, I have to ask, how is the sound? I think I just turned things louder, but I'm not sure if it's just for me or everybody, because honestly, sound is an enigma for me. Good. Huh, weird. You just changed color for me. Don't be weird, Twitch. That's never a good sign. Okay, right. Let's just start because I'm feeling a bit... Oh no! I'm so sorry, but at least modeling was great. Yeah, stuff like that is super annoying. Okay, yeah, it's definitely too loud for me. Hang on. I need to hear my brain. Right. Oh, right, we stopped right before we did a big old recap, which is amazing. Because now we can do that before we go back in. Because I was just about to say, okay, where were we? What did we do? I think we... Yeah, okay, I don't need to recap because... that sounds lovely. I'm so glad. Yeah, okay, right. Why am I? Yeah, we were so smart about this. It's like sometimes you just have to give yourself credit for making a good decision. And this one was a very good one. I'm so proud of us. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's do the thing. Hi. Okay, I assume you click the thing with the question mark. That feels appropriate.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
No. Well, that would be... Was Freya stabbed by a knife? Why was there blood on the painting? Why do I have hiccups? Okay. I mean, the blood on the painting, if that's the question. Somebody put blood into an empty container that Felix swapped for the full one because he needed red to finish his little gift for Freya. No, for Flora. Just F names. Okay, so it's the question, did Flora herself use blood instead of paint because her paint was gone? distract Freya. Huh. You know, that question is a bit weird. I don't think we're proving the existence of magic. There's definitely something going on. No question here at Tangle Tower. Or, you know, the lake and the fruit that turn into gemstones. But I feel like that has nothing to do with this particular question. So... Yeah, it's like, the existence of magic? Yeah, sure. I mean, maybe later. Let's prove that's after we, like, solve the murder. Like, why was there blood on the painting? Why is there 2 questions, though? Because, I mean, she was apparently stabbed, right? I feel like that was proven? There was only a little bit of blood. It was used to paint over. Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink-tip feather to resemble a bloody knife? That feels off. Because we don't know. Well, as long as Felix is telling the truth, we don't know how blood got into the paint pot. And that feels like it's kind of important. Like a bit of an important step in this little endeavor. If I do these ones wrong, will it also punish me, the game? Because I want to figure it out by myself. I don't want a game to tell me, but at the same time, I feel like I need to do a stab in the dark here. Because I feel like the question is just weird. Because the paint from the paint pot was not... Wait. This is the same paint pot. But this is Felix's paint pot, the one with the mountain on it. So... I'm definitely doing the thing where I'm overthinking everything. Was used to hide. It's used to paint over.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think
Is
you're
that-
right.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either
Yeah,
it's a
thanks.
very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked
Yes.
until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
It
Except
must have been a
Flora
loud
survived.
sound.
She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
I
It
mean,
could be
in an
anything.
occasion
Might not
like
even be
this,
important.
How is
I
it
would
not
go
important?
for sharp eyes.
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
Ooh. A
The angle
frozen
of Freya's
bullet.
wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was
But
standing
the
right up by
painting
the
is in
canvas.
front of her.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave
There-
a hole?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Maybe she was stabbed from above. There is a room up there. Ooh, is that it? That wasn't much of a recap. But I think we're good. We did all the questioning. We found all the suspicious stuff with every person. We figured out some secrets, but so far, no one has crystallized as a perfect suspect. A lot of them are dickheads, which doesn't mean they're murderers, they're just shitty people. And we found this thing. Which is our way to unlock the harp riddle puzzle thing. And we got a note from the dead girl. Did we ever see the body? Where is it? I feel like that's because like I feel like a lot of times there's a certain kind of story or genre of stories where if there's no body, if you don't see the body, if you as the reader have not personally seen, in quotation marks, the body in the story, you can't say for sure the person is dead. Because a lot of the time, they somehow aren't. They come back in some fashion. And sometimes that's, YA books. Sometimes it's like anime. So I feel like I don't know if we've seen the body. But also, like, did someone take it away? We're not cops, we're private detectives, right? And we don't even know who hired us, which I feel is also important. We just got hired anonymously. So, anyways, this is so mysterious. I'm so invested, and we have a little crab friend who likes music. And the harp statue. Where do we get a bell from? And who do we get to sing for us? Okay, I have a... Wait. Is there anything else we can talk about? I mean, we could do the suspect statements again, but I feel like that's too much. I think we should see if we can get this to work. Oh, there is a bell here. Can I ring it? I can. Is that gonna save? I assume this is now locked in. Oh, fantastic. Okay, that was easy. Let's go to Poppy's. She's... Oh, wait. That's not the way to do it. I keep forgetting how to move in this game. Poppy happens to have a piano.
It's one of those big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
Can you play a thing, please? Oh. Oh, we have a new thing. I forgot we have a real thingy.
Where did you find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic.
Huh. Weird. Can you play us a song, please? How do I get her to play me a song?
It's one of those big pianos.
Don't touch
Yeah,
it.
that's not
Why
helpful.
not?
Might be haunted.
Let's try the birds.
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I have the
An
tape.
especially fancy cage.
Oh no, the other tape is someone humming.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
There's humming on the other tape. Okay. I have tapes. How do I get the birds? Do I need to play it in the crime scene room? Probably. Okay. To Freya was the piano music one. Or
It's
Wait.
piano music.
Or am I not doing this right? And I need to use the sheet of music. Oh, I can. Should I ask her about the sheet of music again? She played it for us. I remember. Does this count as humming? As music from a mouth? Ah, it's the creepy tape. I don't like the creepy tape. There was humming on it. Somewhere. Here it is.
Weird.
It's someone humming.
Yes!
too.
There! I got it! Okay. Stop the humming. It makes sense it wouldn't be the same thing twice. Right. Poppy. Do I have to ask Penelope about her birds? Oh, the sheet music isn't even ticked anymore. That's convenient.
It's mine.
Oh, crap. Keep pressing. Can you play
Can you
it?
play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Did that count? Oh, it did. Okay, cool. I understand how this game works. Hi, Keffel. Welcome back. We are solving the harp puzzle right now. And I am missing the birds. Come on. And we can ask about a real thingy.
For sewing.
Maybe?
We
I
have
don't
no
think-
idea.
It looks more like for... I can't ask her about her birds anymore.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today.
Oh,
I think
crap.
they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you
Yes,
keep them in
we
a
found the
cage?
music crabby
They
last
need
time.
a special diet, particular
And
treatment.
I think we only
I let them out to
are
fly occasionally,
missing
of course.
one more
But they're all
item.
one of a kind.
The way,
I
like,
couldn't
the
let
screen
anything happen
looks.
to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let
So,
me introduce you
it
to
feels like we're
Tabitha,
getting close?
Tamara, and Tatiana.
Okay, that's not the way to
I've
do
already
it, I
forgotten all
think.
3 of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple.
Oh,
Tatiana
get to
is
the
the
point,
oldest.
Penny.
Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
I mean, I'm sure there are people that name their hats. Okay, that didn't do it. How would I get birdsong?
I feel like I'm standing in a giant bird cage.
Okay, that's not helpful. There's so many birds. Why is it not working? Looks so funny. Mr. Blobby and I need a bird to sing for us, please. Is there... Are there any other birds that I remember? Was there a bird song in here?
You know, the birds can easily get in and out of those cages.
Oh, if that's true, can they even be
We solved
We
this
already
one.
solved it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get a bird to sing for me.
That's a big window.
That's not helpful. We only had feathers out here, right? I mean, there's also birds.
Trees.
In a garden.
In a garden.
On a roof, yes. I mean, there's birdsong everywhere. I can hear it. I feel like I'm missing something super obvious. Finding the bird in the bird stack. That is so true. It's like, come on, which one of you birds wants to sing for me? Specifically to solve this riddle. And in no other way. Because, like, it's not like they're... I can hear the birds. Please, birds, sing for me. We're not gonna brute force it because I don't think the game would let us. You know, looking at this map, there's a giant, well, not giant, but a room-sized spot here that feels suspicious. Just saying. I don't know if it is suspicious, it just feels that way. We got the bell from here. Bird. We could still ask people about the thing. The real thingy. I'm glad it's called the real thingy because that's what I would call it anyway. So now I'm actually calling it the right name, which is, you know, fantastic. We found the humming from here and Poppy's music. Oh, what am I missing? Nobody else had anybody else? Nobody else had a bird. No birds out here. I mean, I feel like outside is more likely to have birds. That makes no sense. Tell me about the real thingy. Oh, we're still missing her suspicion. I forgot.
What is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like it attaches to something else.
I've been holding my bottle in my hand for like 10 minutes now, open, because I wanted to drink something and then got distracted.
Why don't you go back and double check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
Okay, so we're not going back to the attic. I understand. You know, the giant mushrooms are really cool. I love how everything looks in this place. It's just so fantastic. Tell me about the thingy. There's also birds. Or is that insects? Those might be insects. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a heart.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Me
you're not
neither.
helpful.
Me 3.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Sorry. I thought you said me too.
Is there
All
a
the
heart?
flowers here look kind of poisonous.
Can flowers be poisonous?
Yeah.
Anything
course.
can be poisonous.
Yesterday
know.
we learned that a flower can be venomous. That was confusing to me. Although it might have been a made up flower. But still. There is no bird. This is still suspicious. But it looks pretty. I mean, yeah, poison just means you eat it, you die, right? I'm not confusing this. I mean, not necessarily die, but it's generally bad for you. Oh, come on. Don't be like that, Automat. Real
Is this
thingy,
yours,
tell
Fifi?
me.
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing.
What is it?
Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, to me...
Is this yours,
Oh,
Fifi?
shit. I didn't mean to ask about it again. I just wanted to look at it. Yeah, humans have a tendency to try out poisons and go, you know what? I like this. Let's do that. Like, a fine red rope. I can't... I feel like I can't really tell the dimension of this thing. Because to me it looked like something that would be on like a theater curtain. Might be because it's red and gold, but also because it's like a real thingy. But maybe it's much smaller and I just imagine it's bigger. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna help us. Do you have a bird song for me? Excuse me. Oh, what's... Oh. My brother texted me and my watch vibrated and I was confused. Sorry. It's so easy to distract me, it's... honestly... Right. Bird song. Keep focusing. Tell me about the real thingy. Because when we asked Poppy about the music, her thing, the music thing was no longer ticked.
What is it?
We don't know.
He
We
also
were really
doesn't know.
hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like
Oh, I hate him.
sandbags from a hot air
I forgot
balloon.
that I
That's the
really
most depressing
don't like
idiom
him.
I've ever heard.
So maybe if you find someone that has a thing that isn't ticked, we know where to get a bird song from. Should we bother asking Flora? I clearly does no. I mean, for like completion's
Do you know what this is?
sake.
Guess not.
It was worth a try. I think the only one that's missing. I like him even less. There's also birdsong here. You know,
What's
like-
this? Is it a clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
That's how it works.
Okay, so far no birdsong. That's unfortunate. And now I feel like there was birdsong somewhere and I can't remember where. Oh, this is just... Wait, was there? What about you guys? Ah, I found them! Amazing.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
Yes, it is.
So, what do we do with them?
I know.
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Yes, please, I want to know.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
You know, I think we might be
that's-
able to solve this now.
So convenient. I don't even have to, like, write it down or anything. It just shows me. Oh, come on. Stop it. Oh, wait. Was that it? That's it, right? Or did I get one wrong? The column segments can be rotated. The ink shapes can be used as clues. Yes. Yeah, that's true. They don't want us to suffer, which is so nice of them.
Looks like he's playing a semi-grand pedal harp.
You're some kind of harp expert, Sally.
Did you not know? I had a harp when I was a kid. A
Oh, I
little
forgot I
handheld
have
one,
to.
Only 8 strings.
Liar.
I was gonna say, isn't that a liar?
It's the truth, I swear.
I forgot I had to click the thing. It's just not gonna automatically solve. What's this?
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Oh.
Wait, do you hear that?
Ha, I knew it! I mean, where else? Where else would that thing lead to? There's a giant thing with an open mouth right next to the clue, to the puzzle. But it's so fun.
Are we gonna go in?
Yes, we're gonna go in. I want to know.
Yeah. But there's a couple of things I want to do
Wait, what?
first.
What? Complete suspicion for all suspects and collect all clues. Ah, crap. Fine. You're just gonna leave it open?
It's a bandstand.
Oops.
Bit small
Yeah,
for a bandstand.
I didn't mean
It's
to
a
press that.
one-man bandstand.
Okay, how do we get Hawkshaw's suspicion and the last thing? What did we miss? Well, what did I miss? Let's be honest. You probably all know because you're all smart. All some smarty cookies. Might have been in the attic. Feels like... But we didn't... Like, Hawkshaw told us to go back, and Sally went, nah, it's fine. But it doesn't seem like there's a
Nothing
lot
catching
going
my
on.
interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic?
Kinda.
There really isn't anything other than junk up here. And spiderwebs. So... maybe not the attic. Potentially not the attic. What could... I mean, I feel like we know that Pointer was the one that hired Hawkshaw, so... Is there anything to...
It's tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
That's...
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook.
Okay, it's
So,
the same
even
thing.
the most well-used notebooks start off.
Come on. Tell me your secrets. Oh, it's shiny.
Pretty.
That's
There's
petal.
something kinda disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomers?
I mean, we know he's just a weirdo creep.
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is
Same
untouched.
thing
So-
again.
Even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
Maybe with Hawkshaw. We didn't.
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4
Oh.
faces.
I think the issue is Hawkshaw was one of the first people I talked to.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
Oh, big old puzzle I just completely missed.
So what does it do?
Good question. Rotate the dials until all 4 hands are in the correct position. Oh, really? The correct position. Oh, I see. This is a 3. This is a 9. This is a 12. So this could be a 6. Could also be a 7. What else could you be? Oh, this could also be a 9. That's the question. Does it have to be... Does the number have to be the right side up? Because I have all but 1. Because still, come on. It would be a 12 like this. Oh wait, I've got it. This way, all the numbers are right side up. 3, 9, 12, and 6. But why is 1 a oh, because it's the clock. Yeah, never mind. It's like, why is there a 12? That was weird.
No, that was it.
Nice work. What's in the box?
A little tool?
What's in the
thing?
box?
Looks like a telescope, but I'm not actually sure what it is.
Oh, okay. Oh! It has a screw at the base. The real thingy! The real thingy fits on the thingy! The other way around. I found them. I think I might have found all the things, and those two fit together. How do I do that? Let's just ask Hawkshaw. Hi. I have questions.
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
So many
Correct.
thingies.
And, what is it?
Good question.
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
Why does it fit on
That
the thingy?
is between myself and my client.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about your client. Okay, that's not helpful. How do I...
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Oh, I didn't mean to. I keep forgetting that I'm still in the thing. It has a screw... Wait, it has a screw at the base? I mean, it looks like it fits together. I'm not making this up. But, I mean, you can't screw 2 screws at the together. Do I just have to ask everybody about this one too? To get anywhere? I guess so. Why do his eyes glow?
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's
Fifi?
not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
Huh. Maybe you should ask Fifi. She seems to be She's definitely the smartest here. Oh no, I think I have to cough. Hang on. Don't want to cough into your ears. Yep, that's always a fun time. At least I'm not choking this time.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No,
Does it?
I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
So it's not a microscope, funnily enough.
There's
That feels
something about Hawkshaw's
suspicious.
handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's go. We found the suspicion and we found all the things. And then we can go down the dark mouth of the beast. The dark maw of the stone giant. Yeah, I'm having a good time.
This
Suspicion!
little microscope thing? You
I don't know
said
if I'm
you
yelling.
used it
I'm
to
sorry if
search
I'm
the
yelling. I don't mean to
greenhouse.
yell.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find.
Oh, the
Of course,
beetle.
I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
We know what.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry. We already worked out what you're searching for.
The golden beetle. For Pointer.
You're not
I
as
do
hopeless as you
remember that.
look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects.
Yeah.
The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Well, it's not a microscope.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
No, but Fifi is. I don't think you can murder someone with a handheld microscope or telescope. According to Fifi, what's the problem with Hawkshaw's microscope? The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. That sounds reasonable.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
You're true.
Hawkshaw, why did
you're
you
true.
lie about
That's
owning
true.
a telescope?
You're right.
When
You're
you were
also
a child,
true, Katie. Absolutely.
What did you
No.
aspire to become?
You're right.
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Oh, that's cute. You're right. You can murder someone with just about anything. With just, if you try hard enough. You're a true friend. The truest. Oh, that was difficult to say. No, but you're right. You don't even need anything. I just figure, like, the murder weapon in this case seems to have been something pointy or stabby. But even that is still up in the air, to be fair. And I didn't mean to rhyme. Okay, returning to Hawkshaw's dream.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure,
Oh,
but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered
kept it in a
it was
locked
Professor
box.
Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Freya
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect
is
is
dead.
your murder victim.
Duh, we've known that.
Are we done?
For now, it's about time we found out what's beneath the garden.
Yes! I'm so curious! But also, I really thought those two thingies went together. But again, like you can't fit together two screws. But then there have to be two things you can screw somewhere else. I guess maybe the little telescope can just be screwed onto a stand. Well, I got a bit overexcited with those last two clues. Doesn't matter, because we can now go into the creepy basement, or whatever it is. Are we ready? I'm not sure I am, but I'm so curious. And it's not like there's a saying about curiosity and death or anything, so let's just go.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Down.
Sally, you get me. Oh, don't be creepy like this. Underneath. Okay, there's bugs. Or creepy crawlies. And for a second I thought those were eyes, but they're not. And they're broken. And the music is really creepy. The music is so creepy. Okay, let's click things.
Bugs. Big ones.
I don't like them.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Metal. And a book that is conveniently labeled bugs.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
Forensic entomology. Oh, you know what? It's like that first CSI series.
What's in there?
Bugs. Is this the riddle?
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. 9 beetles.
Okay,
Poor
there's
little
the
guys.
same. You would hang a giant centipede on the ceiling if it was cute? If it was that cute.
There's
Oh,
a
okay.
bunch of notes written
To be
all
honest,
around them.
I think it's the lighting that makes them super creepy for me.
It's mostly numbers.
And the music.
No idea what they mean.
Okay, so this is probably gonna be this one has a heart, and this one looks like a gem. And this one has a smiley. Well, or no, it has a Pac-Man. It's like two Pac-Mans. They're all very pretty. Oh, this one has a jacket on. Look at it. That's so cute. To be honest, centipedes, too many legs for me. Ooh, there's a trap door.
A candle, perched on a barrel.
That doesn't seem like a fire hazard at all.
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates.
This one is cool. I would like if that wasn't a fire hazard. I would definitely
This
have like a
place would
bowl
never
of fire.
pass a fire safety inspection.
Because honestly, that's so cool.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
They're not good about candle safety. Poppy is very bad about it. But look, everything's like
glass
cracked.
tank with 9 little rooms.
Oh, 9 little rooms
Each
for
one has 1 or
9
2 insects inside.
beetles.
I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
Yeah, that's cute. I mean, that looks puzzly, doesn't it?
Is it locked?
Looks like a safe.
Seems likely, doesn't it?
What? Ooh.
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Do we have to make a little road? Oh, we do. Okay. Can they overlap? They can. Oh, my lord. Okay. This one doesn't seem to work. I feel like this one's the most convenient one. Nope. Nope. Or maybe not. Oh, hang on. I don't know if it counts like this. How close does it have to be? Does it have to be touching? Because I don't know how to do that. Oh. I mean, this is the only one that works. Oh, I mean, we could do it like this. I feel like this one's gonna take me a bit. I'm sorry. That feels... No, wait, I can go like this. Then... I don't know, like the puzzles mostly seemed very... The one with the birds in Penny's room was weird to me. That one I couldn't figure out all that well. Honestly, this one just feels like a lot of trial and error. I mean, we can't really go any further than this. Oh wait, I have one of those. That's not helpful. I only need... Nope. This one has to make an appearance, I feel like. No, that's not helpful at all. Okay, I think I need to start over. This is too messy. I feel like I'm right in assuming I need to actually connect properly, like this. Okay, it can only be this one. So we've got this one. I feel like that's for sure. Okay, let's see. And to be perfectly honest, we have to use this one in some way to get here. I'm fairly certain. Because there's no other one that connects. We just don't know how yet. So let's see. These ones aren't. I can't use two that are parallel because they won't connect. They won't overlap. This one doesn't work. So it has to be this one in some kind of fashion. And the only way to do it that isn't completely redundant is this one. Okay. I think okay, this is good. It goes underneath. Because I think we this one's not so great. But I feel like it has to be the green one. So maybe I have to go further up so it doesn't do the thing. It has to be this one, but I can't get anything else down here. Crap. Unless we do go like this and have to somehow connect these. This goes over top. Anything. Oh. Oh! Is that it? Is that the only way? Okay, let's see. We go like this. And we do that. And we go like this. There's nothing that will branch off. There's no disconnects. I think that's it?
That's the one.
Is it?
Hey, not bad.
Whew. That one was a little workout for my brain. Oh, is that the save? I just thought somebody crept up on us.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Oh, it's about the fishman. Secret research. A folder containing research notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. In plants and animals? So, also in the humans? Question mark? 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. Okay, that answers my question. As far as things go. What's happening? Right. Okay, this is the research we found. Oh, can we click on things in the research? No, we can't. Ooh, question mark.
Whose research is this?
That's a good question. Is there... No, that's all of the room.
Is that a lab coat?
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small.
Small. Is it Freya? But entomology seems to be more Fifi's thing. Hello, Sally. What do you have to say? Secret laboratory.
This is some
Laboratory.
seriously in-depth research.
Either.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's
Yeah,
a
something's
section
missing.
missing.
This bit. Number 4. Golden Beetle. Various research notes and diagrams. 4. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton, composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, so not gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss, records of over 95 decibels, right, we learned that, and by being completely undigestible. This misdead has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. We know... Loud sound. Still a thing that I'm curious about. Okay.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Oh.
Definitely seems
Yeah,
like
he's small
the
too,
one
I
using
forgot
it.
that.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Good question. I mean, I just had a thought and now it's gone again. What was it? Right. My thought was, of course, it's his lab because the astronomy tower is just for being a spying creep. It's not actually his domain. This is. So, why is there so much research on this beetle and why is it hidden? I think he's been complaining about money and shit, so maybe he thinks he can sell the golden beetle, but it's not actual gold. It's a mineral that's 90% like gold. The golden beetle in the underground laboratory? Wait, is it laboratory or laboratory? Is it both again, just regional? Why is English so difficult? Okay, it has to be this. But why is there... Feels like that could be it, right? And why is it hidden? Those are 2 questions again. Can you not? I think it's hidden because he's... It's either again, isn't it?
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Money.
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think
Yeah.
so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite.
Uh-huh.
Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about
She
a beetle.
likes beetles.
We're done.
Freya liked beetles. She kept them alive. Not like Pointer.
Ready to go down? Again?
Oh, I haven't even clicked that yet. Yes, let's go. Okay. It feels a bit drippy. But yeah, right? There's a fucking projectile. So it wasn't a stabbing. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself again. But yeah, Freya, she wrote something in her diary about how she found them down there and like dead eyes or something. Maybe she meant the beetles. And she hated that he killed them. Let me see. Here, found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. Wait. I saw them all 5, eyes blacked out. No, that's in the middle. The middle is still... it's the middle of the house. The bit where I pointed out earlier, just to make a point of it, it might be that. I promise to keep. I'll do my best. She could do with a little company. Yeah, maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions. Honestly, this looks pretty too. This looks way less creepier than the laboratory.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks and a green hat draped on top for good measure. Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
What do people actually use chains for?
For chaining people, for chaining things, for chaining
Nothing
objects.
good.
You could just use it to chain a door or something. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad.
Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
Just a little. We're surrounded by a lake.
That's lake water. But it's indoors.
I see your point.
Basements don't normally have windows.
Are we looking into the lake?
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right.
Okay, that's cool. But
If
also
that's the lake
worrying.
bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
What does it look like?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Rarely.
Where are we?
I have so many questions.
This room looks old. Like, old.
Old as balls.
It makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern. A single book on a little makeshift table.
And a candle, once again, just burning.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Like, who lit that candle? It couldn't have been long ago because it's still there.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Ugh. It's like, there's... oh, Soul Bearer. Oh crap, so this is the Soul Bearer Freya was talking about. Okay, children's book. Mystics of the Sea and Sky. A children's picture book. It looks very old. The Ink Dip. An elegant bird with red and white plumage. We know it exists because Flora had one. The silver... I don't know why that sometimes happens. I'm sorry. The silver snake. An aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. Is that the one where Hawkshaw is on that stone thingy? Around the stone thingy? I don't know. The Soul Bearer. A crab with 3 different sized claws. Our little buddy. And the Amphobe. A frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. That's the statues. Cool. But also creepy.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
The real thingy. There's this piece of rope at the end of the thing.
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
A metal stabbing thing. And somebody pulled it back up into the attic. But then somebody had to get up there and get the stabbing thingy. I feel like we are on the right track. I have no idea who, but look! It's the same kind of rope. Metal rod. A sleek but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. It has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished. Wait, it's clean. Maybe this one was a try. This one was like a dry run, an attempt. Because it's...
So what's the photo?
Good question. it's Flora. And the birds. And her dad? It's been framed but is slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. Is that the same man as this one? It is. Look at it. It's definitely the same guy. He has like the same weird belt around his chest. So that's Flora's dad, because according to Felix, this is people Flora really cares about. None of them are her husband or her daughter. People and birds Flora really cared about. So I'm confused. I feel like that man would be dead by now. Do we have Lord Remington? That's super helpful. Yes.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
Yes.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach
Let
it.
me guess. Blank.
Oh, would you look at that? Misted Mansion. North side cross section. I knew there was a room in the middle. I knew it. Ha! So the towers are new additions. Huh. Anyway, so the mansion used to be called Misted Mansion, which are the creatures we found in the children's book, interestingly enough. I'm a bit confused by those bits. Oh wait, it's height. It's 30 whatever height here, and is that supposed to indicate like water level?
A bedroom.
Oh,
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
yes. Let's talk about the study.
Study. Wait,
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
Nope.
how did we miss it?
Good question.
The Grand Hall.
What's that thing in the middle?
I think it's that big glass tube.
It is.
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think. It's the aviary. Music room. The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
I guess because
Storage.
it used to be.
It's Freya's room. The library.
Okay, I think that's it.
It's the room above us. The one we were just in.
The laboratory?
Yeah.
That's the room we're in now. It must be. It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
I think it already existed when this was made.
Misted Mansion. North side cross section. Is it not Tangle Tower?
Tangle Tower.
Nope. Flora
Before the
named
towers?
the house at some point. Anything else?
That's the lake, right? I think that horizontal line might be the water level.
It used to be a lot lower down than it is now.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong.
That's the lake, right?
Okay.
It used to be a lot lower down than it is.
Anything else? I don't think so.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Doesn't it? Okay, building plans. Misted Mansion, north side cross section. A roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and a second marks where it is now. Oh, okay. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. That's the middle she was talking about. Is there anything else?
A bunch of picture frames, but it's too dark to
It's
see.
not too dark. The frames are all empty.
Old cardboard
Package.
boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty.
Gross.
A
Candle?
single book on a little.
This is
Okay, no.
creepy me out.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Okay, we looked at it. Yes, Sally. The lake.
Did you notice how much light this room has for a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
And a
I'm
room
pretty
underneath
sure
the lake.
Are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
I agree.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake,
Yeah.
for what was in it.
It's
Missed
empty
it.
though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah.
So
Maybe
the
we're too
sea
late.
snake, sea snake is missing, and the frog guy
This
as
man
well.
In the photo, he reminds me of
It's-
something from one of our clues.
Yes, I already figured that one out. Sorry, I got ahead of the game a little bit.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Lord Remington.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father.
Duh.
The girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See
I
the
mean,
bird
yeah.
too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know.
Really?
I
She
don't
looks
think
the
she looks so
same.
different.
I feel like we have to fill the rest of this page, maybe. So, or maybe not.
Let's head back up to the ground. I want to find that last room.
Yes, please. Let's break in. Oh no, it's dark now.
Oh, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
It hasn't been dark ever. This makes it worse.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
Yeah, we saw the end of it
How are
in
we
the
supposed
garden.
to get up there?
Hang on. But I think there's a switch.
Hi, Singing Kettle. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, we found a ladder. Things are getting so interesting and slightly creepy.
Let's
Oh,
look for
sorry.
a way. It's somewhere in
The room is marked on the building plans we found.
Yes, I didn't mean to click that.
a ladder.
Want to go up?
Yes, please. We solved the harp riddle, and we found a creepy laboratory underneath the lake. And now we found the middle. The hidden heart is actually very good. Oh, this is even creepier. Huh. There's an axe, and a gun, and a crab, and a narwhal. Not really a narwhal. It looks like a unicorn fish, actually. And there's another werewolf, potentially. Wait, is that the silver snake? Did they kill it? Hang on. All 5 of them. These are 4 mistits. There's a crab. There's a snake. There's a big bird skull. Is there a weird frog person? Is this family... Did this family move here to hunt and kill the mystical creatures? Because if so, I'm gonna riot.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
It's like our cool little buddy.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws.
Oh, I hate it. They killed the
Ugh.
mystical
You sure we
creatures.
should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
It does. The limbs of the creature can be rotated and the claws can be opened or closed. Okay. Wait, how does our little buddy look like? Oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Ah. Oh, this is horrible. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm not sure what the game wants me to do, to be fair.
This
Can I-
crab really reminds me.
That
I
little
know.
wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us.
Oh.
I think I've seen it more recently.
In the picture book. Okay, okay, that's what it wants us to do. Let's all look at it and remember. It's the soul bearer. Yeah. Freya mentioned it in her diary. Okay, excuse me while I make a note of this. So I don't have to go back 3 times. Because that would be a waste of time. Okay, this one is straight out and then further up and open. The little one is a bit up and closed, and this one's like so. Yeah, more or less. Let's try this again.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent.
Also, crabs.
Okay. Straight out and like this and open. This one just like this and open, and this one's like a bit pointy. Oh, no, don't do this. Okay, it has to be like this. It's a bit not like the picture, but close enough.
Perfect.
I might just... It's a crossbow.
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
So I was right. She was shot. And real thingy. Hang on. It's not a telescope either. It's a fucking sight. Is Hawkshaw an assassin? So I wasn't wrong. Those things actually do go together. In some kind of way. Maybe. Maybe I'm already jumping ahead again, but... Like, it's a fucking... It is. Look, it's blue. Oh, yeah. I knew it. I hope you didn't hear that clapping. That was potentially loud. Oh, this is... She lied to us in our face. She was pretending to be sentimental. So, this small lens, or, you know, the sight for the murder weapon, will be attached to the crossbow. And this bit, the red bit, is screwed on the underside. And you tie the rope to the arrow, or technically the crossbow bolt, so it can be pulled up. And there won't be a murder weapon to find. This is so good. Okay. Yeah. So, did Pointer hire an assassin? But why kill Freya if you don't even know where the beetle is? Or did you just want to take her out? because she was trying to expose you or stop you.
What is it?
This family.
Some kind of fish and a bird skull?
If that's a bird skull, we're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it? Dragon?
Silver snake.
Worm?
Wait, but it has eyes. It isn't
That's
supposed to
one.
have eyes.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
Oh, the crossbow is missing
The
from
one
the
that isn't
wall.
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
It's the picture of the painting. Wait, and hang on. A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. That's where the photo goes. Wait, 4 lines? I only see 3. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling a silhouette of a cloaked figure. That's Hawkshaw, and does look like Freya's paintings. We have that one sketch. Where did we find those sketches?
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like their eyes have all been crossed out.
Oh, that looks like Poppy. That's Felix. The ambassadors of Misted Mansion. Oh, this is getting so juicy. Sorry. A photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. Those are 5 people. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads the ambassadors of the Misted Mansion. The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 people have their faces crudely covered with black ink. We know Freya came in here. Those are the 5 she found. Found my way into the middle, surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them, all 5, eyes blacked out, so maybe that wasn't her. Like, this looks like how Poppy looked like, but she's not old enough. So maybe it's her mom? This could be Fitz's dad. So maybe it's the... Where's the family tree? Flint. And... maybe Penny's mother. And Professor Pointer?
That photo is important.
Oh,
I'm
it's
sure of
definitely
it.
important.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Did they keep the frog person
Yeah.
in the thing?
They're on the inside.
They kept the frog person.
They called this room a study?
What would you call it?
Oh, they're evil.
The secret death chamber
That sounds right.
of doom.
Even better.
An incinerator built into the wall.
An incinerator.
It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes, but yeah, there's something.
Who? That's the feather. Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Red-colored scraps of fabric are still visible. Huh. I have so many questions.
Hooks. Big hooks.
Yeah, I take it back what I said about the chains. Chains are bad.
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing?
Another centipede.
Millipede? How many legs has it got?
Too many.
Too many.
Thank you, Sally. I appreciate you on so many levels.
A wooden stool.
Yeah, so the
Another
5 people.
photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean,
Just a little bit.
something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Maybe.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at
Yeah.
it, I don't think it is him.
Oh. So who's missing?
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are
I
the
know
other
what
parts?
happened to the rest of it.
We found them already.
We found the thingies for the thingy. Where's the other thingy? Look, it's finished.
What do you make of it?
Not
It's
sure.
a murder weapon.
Let's keep an open mind.
It's definitely a murder
You don't
weapon.
think the crossbow is a murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon.
Thank
That
you.
doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
No, we haven't. But we have to keep in mind who had the sight locked away in a thing.
Nice chair.
It's still warm.
Oh, that's creepy.
Maybe it's just heat from the incinerator.
Let's hope so.
Maybe.
But somebody burned something recently.
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on.
And once again, although that's not an open flame at
I'm
least.
gonna say someone's been using this room.
Yeah.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
It's the same green paper. Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. 5th ambassador located, finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works, perhaps too well. I know what that means. The broken glass. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Pointer? Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved, but I know. It's time. She, Freya. Yeah, look, this is the megaphone thingy, the trumpet that one statue is holding, and a wine glass. And the misted friend is the golden beetle that makes a very loud sound, which cracked the glass and maybe cracked the paint bottles in Flora's
Someone's
room.
been using this room.
Yes, we're aware.
I don't get it. This room is in the original building
Like
plans for the
everything's coming
mansion.
together, and I
But
still
nowadays
can't.
it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one
Clearly.
other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of
Oh.
effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing
Hawkshaw
from it.
isn't the person.
I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible.
Is
you know.
Hawkshaw not real? Is that like a costume? It's a... Is it Freya? But... we thought that one was drawn by Freya. But if she's designing the costume, she has to be wearing it. Right? I'm so confused.
The painting from Freya's
How?
room And those sketches... Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes?
What's
What kind
happening?
of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them.
Okay,
It was
so
somebody
Fred
else.
didn't draw
Someone
them.
with less of a talent for art.
That's why it
Doesn't
looks so
exactly
shoddy.
narrow it down.
Not really, but
Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
I'm confused, but also so intrigued. I hope you guys are not, like, bored. I did not expect so much more to come out of this. The murder? I feel like the murder already happened. Ooh.
Time to solve this.
Is it? Machinations of
All right,
murder.
break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and
Yeah.
it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the
It's
fact it doesn't
also
have
been
any blood on it,
cleaned.
and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It
Uh-huh.
was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think
I
anybody
mean, was it
expected us to
hidden or
get
was it
down to that
stabbed
room at the
into a
bottom of the
painting,
lake.
photograph?
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
I'm pretty sure it was fired from above. It's the only way, I think, right? Because Flora also fell over, so something happened to make them both fall, and then she was shot from above, and we found the real thingy in the attic, so that's a good yes. It was fired from above.
From above, Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Yes.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
She wasn't though.
Right.
Unless
She was already lying on her
Freya
back.
was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
Uh-huh,
I
uh-huh.
think so too.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Fallen unconscious.
Because loud
Something
sound,
in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
I guess. The gramophone.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There was something in the gramophone.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
And golden. And loud.
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither
It's
of them
all coming
had
together.
any idea what it was.
This seems a little
This
far-fetched.
is so exciting.
Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No,
I feel like we
I don't think so. Not by
can
itself.
amplify it
But
though.
don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room?
Yes.
The hornet's playing. It's a
I
pretty
knew it.
similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I
Yeah.
guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
Yeah. The paint thingies.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink
Those-
cassette tape, and the
yeah.
gramophone itself, they all
all
sustained
cracked.
similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration. Enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from
The
gramophone than Flora
headphones.
was.
Yeah,
They
I
protected themselves.
thought about that
How?
before. Because, where are they? Here. The
These are some
headphones.
pretty heavy-duty earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Not headphones.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing
How did he get the
earmuffs.
beetle
3.
to stay in the
golden
gramophones?
beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations.
Yeah.
Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
How did the murderer leave the attic?
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
It's still dark. I don't like it. What are we looking for? Oh, this looks so beautiful. It's creepy, but also beautiful. What are we looking for? Is the beetle still in there?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
I don't know what I'm looking for. Okay, that's the other thing. Again.
The plant. It's in the book.
What?
That's it.
Look.
It's the thing that the ink drip person likes. Bird. Here. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the ink dip lives most of its life alone. It has particular feeding habits and usually only eats the seeds of the Tantum amica pictured. So what?
The plant. It's in the book.
What?
Look.
Yes, I see it. What am I supposed to do with it? Fitz told us he tried to do the make it grow, but he couldn't. Was that it?
It's dark.
Yes.
I can see the stars.
So can I. And I find it very pretty. Oh, that's the case file. Was that it? Was that what I'm supposed to be doing? Talk to me, Sally. Something's missing still.
It's dark.
Yes, I know it's dark. I'm confused. Is there anything else?
I can see the stars.
Oh, still the same thing. Can we ask Fitz about the thing? Oh, it doesn't tell us. Oh,
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
there's a second plant. That's what it is. I've been looking for that and I just thought maybe it fell. But how do I... Yeah, there was...
I can see the stars.
Yeah, because, like, I kept thinking there's supposed to be another one here.
I can see the stars.
But how do I tell the game? You know what I mean? Wait, did it fall? If it fell, it would be in the garden. Yeah, I feel like I have to tell the game that I get what it wants to tell me. I'm just not sure how. Because if I'm clicking on the plant, it tells me about the book. And yes, I can see that. And then it says
The
the
answer
answer's
is
in the
painting. I'm
in
sure
your
of it.
painting. But I can't click things in the painting. Right? I don't even know. Like, I feel like it would be weird to leave. Because Sally had a point of coming here.
It's dark.
Yeah, it's dark. And I can see the stars. What could it be? Because, like, we can't properly interact with, like, the things we found like this. At least I haven't found a way. So... what's that letter from? I still don't quite know how it all fits together. Because, like, I feel like I have bits of information, but I'm missing, like, the connecty bits. Like, I think Freya really cared about her beetles, and she doesn't, I don't think, at the palette?
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Huh. There's once again nothing I can, like, click. The yellow. Is it the yellow? Because that one's also not used. Wait, where's the painting? There's no bright yellow. Is there? Like, she used all of the other ones. But the bright yellow isn't being used. She didn't... And there isn't really bright yellow here. Doesn't really fit Flora's style. Ah, look at that. What does bright yellow tell us? The missing clue.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room.
Yes.
Where'd it go?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we found it.
We found it somewhere else.
In the incinerator. And a red thing.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
Could have
But
had
how?
the time.
How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access?
I mean, birds. Hasn't that happened before?
The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
Huh. We opened the egg. It was empty. Oh, okay. Is it in a painting? This one I'm not sure about. Everything else I'm mostly been sure about. This one? I mean, we've opened the egg. I don't think it can be in there. I'm not sure it would be in the gramophone. Could it be the painting?
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still. It's
Is there
an
a
image
bird
of
in the
crime
painting?
scene recorded just before the murder. If
Let me
only
see.
she'd finished it. Then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it. But she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about
Yellow
the
bird.
painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
Yeah, exactly. Usually Flora kept the feather in the egg, and because we opened it and it was empty, and at some point I think she nodded to say it. Yeah, because Freya put all the colors she would need on her palette, so something had to have been there that was supposed to be yellow. So it's people working together. Wait, how did Freya show us her intentions for the painting? With the palette?
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need
Yes.
before she started painting.
I mean, yeah, the yellow thing is a bird, I assume. The yellow paint was going to be used to paint something. I mean, is it the... That's not a fucking plant, that's the bird! Oh my god! The sketch of something sitting at the window. It just... Oh, that's clever! It's the same silhouette as the
Yellow paint
stupid
was going to be
yellow
used to
bird
paint the sketch
of
something sitting in
Penelope's.
the window.
Something in the window.
Oh, clever. Tricksy riddle. That feckin' bird. Okay, that's creepy. Thank you very much.
There she is, our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did.
Ooh, shit. Things are not looking
But
good.
she's a very good listener.
I figured. Hello, Hawkshaw?
Well, now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't
Has
you?
it? Oh.
Penny. Why
No,
did she...
her
It's
mother.
Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin,
No, it's
isn't there a
actually
certain
Penny?
formality demanding our attention?
Oh, what? It's actually fucking Penny? Penelope? How? Why? Is everybody just lying in this house? I mean, should we tie her up? I have no idea if that's helpful or not. It's actually fucking Penny. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Oh my god, that emoji looks exactly what I'm just doing right now. How did you know? Okay, deep breaths. Is there a point in tying her up? I feel like she looks like she's gonna beat us up. I mean, she looks like she's gonna beat Grimoire up. Not sure about Sally. Oh, I'm so mad. This is so good, but I'm so mad. Let's just try it. Oh. Shit. Do we have anything to tie her up with? It's the next question. Maybe the real thingy? Anything else doesn't work. Something sturdy to tie her hands with. Yeah, you can't tie somebody's... Yeah, I was thinking it has to be the real thingy. Anything else is useless.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Like, mostly justice for Freya, but also I just need to know. Pure curiosity. But also Freya was a good person.
Justice for Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy.
You're
The volition
creepy.
to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what?
Okay.
I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook.
You're weird and I
Go
don't
on,
like you.
Indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
She's lonely.
Suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
No.
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us. So why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after.
Oh, boo, fucking
Living at
who,
Tangle
Crimea
Tower,
River.
It is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
I did notice.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yes.
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
5
You wanted
ambassadors.
to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose, too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found
Is?
what?
Is?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For
The
hours on end.
incinerator.
The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through.
Okay, that would be
Eventually, I
fucking
couldn't take
creepy
it
to
anymore.
grow up in that
I
room.
found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it.
Somebody was
Then
using it.
I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me,
Okay.
do you know what a misted is?
Yes.
Misted.
Yes, we know.
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a
The
collective term
creatures.
from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids. Like cryptids. Like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little
Yeah,
egregious,
or whatever.
isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan.
Huh.
As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
Huh. What could that be? Like, it's either the book. It has to be the book.
That's not it.
Okay, fine. It's not it. Then what could it be? Wait, what could it be? Something Penny found in a study that answered her question. Maybe? I mean, the harp statue was above, so it couldn't have been it. But hmm. But what would? How would one of the statue answer her question? Could it have been the book? But that also seems weird. It's not a flower. That's from Fitz. And I don't see how it would be her motivation. The picture!
The 5 missing family members
Yes!
standing together
You're
as a
right.
single unit, calling themselves
I don't know why
the
I didn't think of a
ambassadors
picture
of
as an
Misted
object.
Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
Flora
Rightly
did
so.
that.
The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky.
Destroyed.
Got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose. But they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystids. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
Is this just a temper tantrum? Is that what's like?
There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
A beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure. But I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the
In the
post? From
post.
who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it?
Yeah.
Stealing the beetle turned
temper
out to
tantrum.
be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea.
Oh,
She
this is
arrived the
so
next day.
convoluted.
Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in, and gave me the code for the harp statue.
Oh.
Reluctantly, but still.
You didn't even figure it out
So
yourself, did
you
ya?
stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold.
Yes.
But it's not the 90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion
magic,
was built
basically.
over the lake. Before the lake was even a lake. Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here. A research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
4?
So why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay?
Why did you murder
kill
Freya? Just tell me. Wait. What's happening? Do I have to click her again? Oh, okay.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my
What?
fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
The rock? Oh, you can see this bit is the hair and the cloak.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract.
No.
I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate.
I mean, she
to
seems
leave
to have
Tangle
a
Tower, but
conscience.
she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on
Her
the harp statue, I
friends.
believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles.
That
She has
was
a
my
fondness
thought.
for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower was that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her
Fifi.
inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Oh.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The
Because she's a
beetle in the
coward.
gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of the room, but if she could be unconscious, then she
Yeah,
wouldn't have
that's
to
so
witness
much better.
anything.
She just wakes up
Why
to a
the
dead
knife?
body.
The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them.
That's
initially.
bullshit.
Worked on you too.
You
So why
still
are you still
killed
here?
Freya.
Why not take your first chance and leave?
Ah, well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back.
You're
I'd
gloating.
really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
Yeah. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Shit. Crap.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are
I
both.
can see.
You two, all right?
My head hurts.
You were both
What hap-
unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
That's
Really?
not good.
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just
Didn't
been
we
checking you were both asleep.
Find
Did
the
you know
crossbow?
that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her.
They
Apparently,
did?
they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us because he liked Penny a lot.
Oh.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something
Crap.
land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat button?
Yeah.
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary. all
You're
by
right.
himself.
Tying
Poor
her up
little
didn't
thing.
do shit.
The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
It's a hat.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again.
Just nobody
I think
step
that's
on
what
it.
She would have wanted.
Please tell me this is not the end. Oh no! It is the end! Don't you dare! Oh, this was so good, but also so unsatisfying. And I don't think I ever suspected Penny for a second. She was I mean, no, that's not true. There were occasions where she wasn't on the top of my list. But, oh my god, come on! Oh, this was so good, but like, I want to catch her. Like, did she kill the ambassadors? Is that what happened? And also, and what about like the weird lake? I want to know all the things. I completed the game and I got an achievement, and it tells me to look at the art gallery. Oh, look at it.
Hmm.
Oh, this is so cool. Look at this. Oh, this is fun. These are so pretty. No, this is cool. Oh, wait. Click the wrong thing. Oh, I love this. Oh, there's so much to learn. Oh, crap. I keep pressing the wrong thing. Oh, this one has been a cool design too. But I love the purple. Ooh, this is so cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm afraid if I keep looking at things, we're gonna... this won't ever end. But, oh my god, this was so good! Like, I did enjoy the puzzles a lot. And also, like, I feel there was enough foreshadowing for me to put pieces together along the way. I just never quite got to the point of knowing who did it. So I still have like things to think about. Because like Hawkshaw, Penny was Hawkshaw all along. And of course we couldn't. I mean, I feel like you could definitely make some really fun tabletop game out of this. Yeah, she was just like so... Penny was... She appeared super shallow, but also just kind of mean. And that just... If you don't question it, it seemed like a person, fine, but also... And the way Hawkshaw was... I mean, she was mostly just blunt and rude and dismissive, but also... No, it is so good. But in the end, if you think about it, Penny was just... Like, she was reacting like a teenager. Still, like, emotional maturity didn't happen for her. She felt like a teenager in the way that she felt like she didn't fit in, she felt unloved, like she didn't have whatever. Then she found a secret and then went traveling, and instead of like growing as a person, she just grew bitter. And that's just, it's intriguing, and I also want to punch her. This is really... Yeah, it's like she's a spoiled child that wanted things, and she didn't get them, so she just burns them all. It's fascinating. And, no, this is so good. Like, there has to be another game. Like, this is... Like, the way the game is made is so good, and you could just... Like, you could do different cases. Completely away from things like the tower. You could just do completely different, or you could continue, because like I want to find Penny and like put her to justice. Freya deserves that, because like she was definitely jealous of Freya, and that's why she decided the only way to deal with the situation was killing her. And the way she's like, oh yeah, it's nicer to knock Flora out so she doesn't have to see the murder. Is it? That's just bull. Oh, okay. I have to do some research if they're making a new game. And maybe do some tweeting and tell them how much I love this game. because I need more. It's so well done. I had such a good time. Like, the puzzles were super intriguing and fun, and the way the game is built, like the little building blocks and how to do things, it's just so entertaining. This is so cool. Poppy's room, you're right. I want to see everything about Poppy's room. Oh, I love it. Oh, was there a raven? The octopus chandelier was meant to have 8 arms, but I made a mistake when drawing the final image, and it gave Adam an idea for a joke in the script. So cool. Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh. Oh, see, it's the favorite location of Adam. Yes, the concept art is so good. It's oh yeah, every room has different music too. Oh, so cool. This is just so fascinating, and like, art always hits me, and this art is so good. It just evokes, I don't know, it's, you know, gloomy without being drab and colorless. It's creepy, and you can still see things. It's just so well done. I'm never gonna stop gushing, I think. I really enjoy this. This was so good. Thank you again, Katie. Honestly, this is such a good gift. And honestly, I want to play it again just to see the little things I maybe missed. Like from the start, where I just wasn't sure how to do things. This is so good. Amazing. Honestly, I never realized that this is Flora. Wow. This is honestly, yeah, amazing. I also have to check out the music player. Like, is that just gonna... Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is just really good. I understand. That was very smart of you. No, but really, that was so good. Oh. Like, this is so much fun. I need to look into more puzzle games, I think. I do enjoy a good puzzle and a mystery and a detective story. Hello, Sherlock Holmes. I am your biggest fan. No, that's not true. I do enjoy some Sherlock Holmes, but like, Grimoire is also very cool. I do enjoy... Let's not go there. But like, this was so good. Like, Grimoire is also fun. He's like... But, this just hit the exact right spot in my brain that I needed to get out of the stupid funk I've been in. That's made everything just annoying and not fun, and this is so good. And I really need to just yeah. And we've hit a... You were so right, Katie. It's one more stream. Yes, it's just like... Yeah, I was wondering about the Nancy Drew games. It's never really been a thing on my plate because I think those books never really made it over here, but I've seen people play them and I was wondering if they were any good and how to play them, but I felt like they were like old and that would be complicated, so I'm sad to hear that they're not actually that good. Well, yeah. No, I need more games like this in my life. It's definitely something that needs to happen because this is just so much fun. Okay. Now I need to breathe. Amazing. Right. So we did manage to finish it in 3 streams. That was a good length of a game too, I think. Because like I think we did like the I'm not sure. Yeah, like 2.5 hours-ish for each. That was like a good thing. Ooh, the Haunted Mansion. Have to look at that. Yeah, I definitely look it up. What was I trying to say? It's like my brain has left the building. No, but really this was good, and I need to come to a point because I think this was a good length of a stream. We accomplished a thing. We finished a game together. That was very good of us. We are so smart, and we found the murderer, actually. Although I don't think I ever got to the part where I knew, but I mean, she revealed herself. Oh, it's old. Okay, I have to look at it. Yeah. No, I thank you for doing this with me. This was definitely a great adventure today. I'm proud of us for solving. We didn't like catch the murderer. The murderer kind of ran off, but we solved the crime. We know what happened, which is at least half the game. Yeah, no. Thank you. I'm gonna look at it in a minute because I think it's a good time to end this. Because I can feel myself getting rambly. I don't think I feel up to doing the raid thing because it makes me super nervous and weird, and I don't know why, but like it worked almost well yesterday, but I think we'll try it some other time again. I don't know why it makes me so weird. It's just if it's like my brain stops working and I press too many buttons and things just break. Even though it's not that big of a deal. It's just anxiety, I think. But yeah, where was I? Thank you, all of you, for helping me finish this game. We did so well. I'm definitely talking in circles. Yeah, no. How about I'm going to my ending screen? That way I don't feel like I'm confusing myself. This feels like the appropriate time. If I do this, I can just say goodbye. And thank you. Thank you for joining me. We did have a great adventure today and the last couple of streams. I just remembered. Thursday is like Thanksgiving, right? I feel like people might not feel like watching streams so much at Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving. So maybe that's not a good time. That occurred to me earlier and I forgot about it again because I did not write it down. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just stream tomorrow and don't do Thursday. We'll see. If you follow me, you will get a notification whenever I go live. So that might be the easiest thing for people. Hint. Yeah, I'll see. I mean, I'm not doing anything because Thanksgiving is not a thing here, so I guess I'll see how I feel tomorrow, if I might need a break and then do the Thursday again. I don't know. I guess yeah, we'll see. See if I have a voice still tomorrow. Yeah, now I distracted myself from saying goodbye, like the genius I am. Anyways, I was saying goodbye and thank you. Please take care of yourselves and take care of each other and get yourself a treat because you deserve it if you want it. Thank you and goodbye.